What's going on, guys? I'm Predominant coach of the Welshians in the Battle Union. I'm not Josh and I'm not the coach of Slateport Vale, but I will be narrating this game for Josh this week. This is his week 6 battle against Eric, who is the coach of the Bristol Bidoofs. Josh is currently undefeated, so he's going 5-0, and Eric is going 4-1, I believe, at this point. So Eric's only got one loss. He's pretty much been the front runner, but Josh is looking to take that over now. Straight away you can see that Josh decided to lead with Jirachi from Team Preview, and Eric is deciding to lead with his Conkelder. I'm really surprised that Eric hasn't brought his Heatran, because I feel it deals with Josh's team quite well, apart from, say, of course, the Manaphy Zygarde. The other four it can deal with pretty well, especially the Aromatisse, Jirachi, Latias. So it's going to be interesting to see how this game works out. Not sure what sets people are bringing, so this is pretty much going to be a bit of a blind narration, but let's get into it. So as we've seen, Josh is going to lead with his Jirachi. That could lead us to believe that it's Choice Scarfed. He has the option to U-turn out if it is standard Choice Scarfed. He could also be running Moonblast because it's the shiny Jirachi. So I'm not entirely sure. Let's see if Josh is going to predict the switch here, because Eric's not going to want to stay in, obviously. Is Josh going to want to play it safe as Eric goes into his Tangrowth? He does decide to play it safe. He's running Zen Headbutt over Heart Stamp, obviously for that little bit extra power. He switches out here. That's going to make me think he is definitely Choice Scarf. It's pretty much a free switch into Aromatisse here, because Eric is obviously just played it safe and gone from the knockoff rather than going for the Sludge Bomb if he's carrying it, which he is carrying the Sludge Bomb. We're going to find out what Josh is going to do here. He might just go for a Wish to try and keep himself healthy, but no, he's going to go for the Toxic, obviously knowing he can take 2 Sludge Bombs from there. Toxic's going to be really good to get on the Tangrowth, because it's going to be able to wear it down. Obviously with the Regenerator it can keep switching in and out, but it's obviously going to be taking that little bit extra damage each time. Thor is going to be the Raikou. Yeah, nice and stealing my nickname, Eric. Lol. Yeah, so Josh does go for the Wish this turn. I'm not sure if he's Wish Protect, but so far we've seen Toxic. Pretty sure his last move is going to be Moonblast, and Aromatisse just eats up that Volt Switch. So the Raikou obviously isn't Specs, so it could be Assault Vest, it could be Leftovers, or it could be Scarf. So Josh is going to go for the Moonblast on this turn, obviously knowing that he could take any hit from Raikou. He's going to get back up to a good range of HP. See, this is why Eric should have brought Heatran, because he's struggling already against this Aromatisse. He can't really do much to it. I'm assuming he's fishing for the poison on the Aromatisse, which he gets this turn. Okay. We still haven't seen Josh's 4th move on this. Could be Aromatherapy, or maybe Protect, or maybe some other random move, because it's Josh and Josh runs random things. Yeah, Toxic is going to wear the Tangrowth down, as the poison is going to just do 12% to Aromatisse each turn. He's going to go into Scylla, who is the Melodic. As yeah, Josh is just going to go for another Moonblast. You're going to have to get a special attack drop. Wow, okay. I'm going to stop calling the hacks. Yeah, so there's the Moonblast. Scald or whatever Melodic's going to want to do is going to do that a little bit less now. So Eric's obviously going to switch out, not wanting to stay in with the drop. As he goes back into his Tangrowth, this is just a no-win situation here. Eric needs to try and do something offensive on the turns that Josh is going for the Wish. So Eric needs to put his Prediction Pants on. But Josh is trying to keep himself at a good range of HP, obviously, going for the Wish there. So leads me to believe that maybe he doesn't have Protect. Luna is the Latias, yeah. So Latias is going to take a Sludge Bomb. Is he going to get the Poison? No, he does not get it this turn, but Latias is going to receive the Wish. I'm not sure what set Josh is running with the Latias. He could quite easily drop Draco here. Oh, he goes for Trick. Wow, okay. But he's already seen that the Tangrowth has a knockoff, so is Eric going to go for that? Let's find out. Yes! But now we have a Latias with an Assault Vest, so I can take the special hits a lot better than it already could. But of course you can't go for another Trick now. If he's got like Healing Wish or something, it's going to shut him down. But it's shut down the Tangrowth, kind of. Not really. No. It doesn't have Leech Seed, we've seen that. Oh, and Josh's Latias misses the Draco as well, just like my Latios did the other week. Now, he's going to pull a switch into Juvia, obviously expecting the Ice Beam. Is Eric's going to predict that and go into Tangrowth? Yes, he does go into Tangrowth. So, yeah, prediction pans. But Eric has lost his Assault Vest, so he's not going to want to take an Ice Beam from Juvia, the Manaphy. Yes, Gassy, it is Juvia, not Hoovia. Learn to pronounce names. Yeah, so he's just going back into his Melodic, predicting the Ice Beam as Manaphy goes for the U-turn, and I did not know that Manaphy got U-turn. Nice little move there, Josh, obviously predicting the switch. But he's going to go into his Scolipede. What is he going to want to do? Drop a Mega Horn? I think that's going to be his strongest stab that he's going to be carrying for the Tangrowth, potentially. Tangrowth's not going to want to switch in. Yeah, he does go for the Mega Horn. I don't think this is going to KO. It doesn't KO. Yeah, he's going to get the speed boost. So unless he's Choice Scarf Raikou, the Scolipede's going to outspeed. But Josh decides not to risk that, and he's going to go into his Jirachi as Eric's going to go for a Volt Switch. Okay. And obviously we can see he's standard Raikou, he's not shiny, so that lets us know he doesn't have Aura Sphere. Not that there's really a call for him to have Aura Sphere against Josh's team. Bruce is the Honchkrow as he goes for Pursuit. Did Josh switch out? No, he didn't. As he goes for the Thunder Wave. Okay. So that's a paralyzed Honchkrow. I'm pretty sure Eric's going to be running Sucker Punch, which he does go for here. And Josh, so he really bluffed that Choice Scarf pretty well on the first 2 turns. Eric's just keeping with the Sucker Punch as Josh just goes for another Thunder Wave just so he can receive the Wish. Switch out here. No, Josh decides to stay in and go for another Wish. Now, Eric, you're going to want to Pursuit here, I think, buddy. Even though he's going for U-turn, because Pursuit still catches U-turn because you're still switching out. Which he does go for. Okay, so he's not going to enjoy that. He does live, not with much HP. Who's he going to go into to take this Wish, though? That is the question. He goes into a Aromatisse. So he's pretty free to drop a Moonblast from here. Because this isn't going to want to take it, and it just he's wearing down the rest of Eric's team by dropping Moonblasts. This Aromatisse is such a problem for him. This is why Eric should have brought Heatran. Is he just going for Moonblast? Yeah. He's not going to overpredict. There's no reason to overpredict from them. But you can see without the Assault Vest, Tangrowth just doesn't take special hits, and he gets another special attack drop. Josh really proven that he is a Hacks Lord this season, and if there is a secondary effect to a move, he's going to get it 9 out of 10 times. So, yeah, basically, don't play Josh this season, people. So, yeah, he's just going to give the Wish to keep himself at a good range of HP. What is this going to want to do to him? You can't School Burn him. Is he just going to want to go for Scald anyway? Eric's really, really struggling against this. So now Josh goes for the Toxic. Okay, so maybe Eric was trying to bait that, and he is Guts. Does he have the Poison Jab? That's what he's going to go for here. Josh has still got Jirachi in the back though, so maybe he's not going to. I'm not entirely sure. Pretty sure Eric. I spoke to Eric before but when he's making his team, I'm pretty sure he's running Poison Jab. He goes into Versace, the Jirachi. Does Eric go for the Poison Jab? No, he goes for the Fire Punch, and that's going to take Jirachi out. So that's one down there. It's out of Eric's way now. So you can't have any more Wish shenanigans from Jirachi and Aromatisse. Aromatisse is going to be the only one that is left. He's going to go into Luna. Psyshock isn't going to KO from there. Because it's a Conkeldurr, and this is an Assault Vest Latias. It has no Life Orb. He just lives, and he goes to the knockup. That's going to take it out easily. So that's Latias down as well. Eric seems to be turning this around with Conk, but Conk is going to go down this turn to the Poison. So we're going to have a reset here. Let's see, is Eric going to throw his Raikou in? Muljara? Is that how I say that? He goes into Ralph. What's Ralph? Oh, the Torrentium. Okay, well this is... Torrentium could most probably take an Earthquake or Dragon Stab. on that front, but not entirely sure that Zygarde could take it. Zygarde's it's decently bulky, but I don't know if they're choice banded or whatever. Yeah, so is Josh Josh is going to switch out here, which is leading me to believe that he might be choice. He's not running anything for Tangrowth, as Eric's going to go into Josh is going to go into Manaphy as Eric goes for the HP Ice. Yeah, HP Ice. So Manaphy just takes that for days, obviously. He's quite free to go for an Ice Beam. Melodic's the only thing to take it. Everything else does not like an Ice Beam. He might just go for a U-turn here. He goes for the Energy Ball, predicts that. Eric has the Rindo Berry. Eric is using berries left, right, and center here. I don't mean in this battle specifically, but all season Eric is being favouring Sugar Berry on Heatran. I'm pretty sure it's the only item he's run on it. Melodic's just going to go for Recover. It would have been a good chance for Josh to get up a Tail Glow if he has it this week. Or he might just be running Water Stab, actually. Considering we've seen the other moves. Miracle, he's not going to take the Manaphy out, lives on 5 HP. Another Energy Ball coming through here as Eric's going to go into his Tangrowth. Yeah. Now Josh could just go for an Ice Beam here, because if the Melodic wants to come in, then he'd be able to KO with an Energy Ball. He does go for the Ice Beam. This should take Tangrowth down because, like I said, it's quite weak on the special defense. Yeah, there you go. That is a dead Tangrowth. So Josh has got 3 or 4 of it. I think he's got 3 left, and Eric is on 3 as well, I think. Or 4. No, Eric's on 4. Josh has the Hidden Power Grass. Eric, Jesus Christ, I'll get this right. No, he just goes for the HP Ice again. Thinking it's going to, well, knowing it's going to KO from there at 5 HP. As Josh is going to go into his Xanthrax. This is pretty much going to be a KO from here. Unless this is HP Fire. No, it's not. It is definitely HP Ice. So that is going to get rid of the Raikou. So Eric has got Honchkrow, Tyrantrum, and Melodic still left, I do believe. Here comes the Honchkrow Bruce. He's going to be able to KO with a Psycho Punch, which he does break through the Power Hacks. So he's obviously not Trip. He is Eric this battle. What's Josh going to go into here? Is he just going to go into his Zygarde? I think that's his best bet. Yeah. Eric's got the +1 from Moxie. Even with the +1, he's not going to be able to take out this with a Sucker Punch. This doesn't get Dragon Claw, I don't think. So he just goes to the Outrage. That's going to be a dead Honchkrow. Melodic, if I'm remembering correctly, should die from the HP it's at. And then that leaves Tyrantrums. This should be GG. Which is going to mean that Josh is going to win. Unless, like, Tyrantrum Scarfed or something. He gets the crit, but that didn't matter from there. I'm not sure if this thing's banned in. Not sure what Tyrantrum's packing. If it's banned, Scarfed, or the Life Orb, whatever. No, but Josh is going to outspeed with the Zygarde, and he gets a KO. And it's a critical hit. Okay, because Tyrantrum's quite bulky. It may have possibly taken that if he wasn't banded or anything like that. So yeah, that's going to be game to Josh. Eric really should have brought his Heatran. It would have made his life so much easier. But hey, we all make mistakes when planning. But Josh is now 6-0, so there's 2 games left of the regular season before we go into playoffs. That does mean that Josh has secured his place in playoffs, I believe, at this stage, based on the rest of his division. So yeah, GG Josh. You can like, comment, and subscribe to Josh here. The buttons and stuff down there, you know. And I'm going to leave Eric's links in the description, so make sure you go and check him out because he's a good friend of ours and he deserves more subs. And I'm also going to leave mine down below as well because, hey, I've narrated. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I may not be back next week, but someone else will. Bye-bye.